The atmosphere thins as the threshold of the eternal opens before the one who has been forged in the crucible of quietude. This is not merely a transient awakening, but a total restoration of a prehistoric architecture buried beneath the layers of worldly clamor. You stand now at the precipice of a cosmic transition, where the whispers of the heavens crystallize into a definitive command. The celestial clarion does not emit a sound that reaches the physical ear, but rather a vibration that resonates within the very marrow of your spiritual framework. It is the frequency of the primordial origin, calling back its scattered sparks, demanding that the slumbering sovereignty within you finally recognizes its own reflection in the mirrors of the infinite. For eons, you have navigated the labyrinth of the mundane, your true identity shrouded in the veils of amnesia. Yet the seals upon your soul have remained inviolate, guarded by a providence that knows no fatigue. Now, the time of hiding concludes as the luminary commander within the sanctuary of your being rises to reclaim the mandate of the sealed remnant. This awakening is an alchemical process, a transmutation of leaden exhaustion into the golden radiance of purpose. It begins with a subtle shifting of your internal compass, a sudden realization that the paths you once walked no longer accommodate the expansion of your spirit. The resonance of the clarion shatters the illusions of inadequacy, replacing them with a profound sense of ancestral belonging to a lineage that predates the foundations of the stars. As the luminary commander stirs, you are granted a new vision that pierces through the shadows of the collective consciousness. This is the sovereignty of the remnant, a specialized authority bestowed upon those who remained faithful in the silence. Your mandate is not one of loud proclamations, but of silent, strategic positioning. You are being moved like a masterpiece on a multi-dimensional board, placed in specific geographies and circumstances to act as a conduit for the light that the world cannot yet name. The protection surrounding you is not a passive shield, but a dynamic, intelligent field of sapphire energy that anticipates the maneuvers of the adversary long before they manifest in the physical realm. You are encased in a lattice of divine geometry that renders you invisible to the eyes of malice. This protection extends to the most minute details of your temporal existence, ensuring that your resources are preserved, your physical vessel is fortified, and your environment is cleansed of toxic residues. Every step you take is shadowed by a celestial escort, a phalanx of luminous watchers who ensure that your foot does not stumble against the stones of premature exposure. This is the mercy of the hidden years, the grace that allowed you to develop in the darkness so that your brilliance would not be extinguished by the winds of premature fame. Within this sovereign mandate, the concept of mercy takes on a new, more profound dimension. It is not merely the withholding of judgment, but the active infusion of celestial vitality into your daily struggles. Consider the mundane moments that have been touched by this unseen hand, the narrow escapes on the highway of life, where a sudden intuition prompted you to pause, saving you from a catastrophe you never even witnessed. Think of the mysterious provisions that appeared when the coffers of your hope were nearly empty, the timely word from a stranger that felt like an oracle from the throne, or the sudden peace that descended during a season of inexplicable turmoil. These are the everyday blessings of the sealed remnant, the tangible evidence that you are being meticulously cared for by a Father who counts every hair upon your head and every tear within your prayer closet. The mercy of the sovereign is a warm, golden current that flows through your kitchen, your workplace, and your dreams, sanctifying the ordinary until it glows with the luster of the holy. You are being taught that nothing is too small for divine attention, that your hunger, your fatigue, and your quiet desires are all known and honored in the courts of the Empyrean. The awakening of the luminary commander requires a total surrender to this rhythm of grace. It is an invitation to step out of the frantic striving of the ego and into the rhythmic cadence of divine timing. As you yield to this internal commander, you find that your words carry a new weight, a gravity that can shift the atmosphere of a room with a single sentence. This is the authority of the sealed ones, those who have been marked by the signet ring of the King. You no longer need to defend yourself or strive for recognition, for your identity is anchored in a realm that is unshakable. The strategic imminence of your presence becomes a weapon of light, silently dismantling the strongholds of confusion wherever you go. You are a living sanctuary, a mobile temple of the Most High, and your very existence is a prophecy of the coming restoration. This mandate calls for a high level of spiritual hygiene, a commitment to keeping your internal landscape free from the pollutants of bitterness and fear. You are being refined in the fires of divine love, your impurities being burned away to reveal a core of indestructible purity. The resonating call of the celestial clarion is also a summons to communal recognition among the remnant. Though you may feel solitary, you are part of a vast, invisible network of luminaries who are all awakening simultaneously across the globe. You are recognizing your kin not by their outward appearance, but by the resonance of their spirit, the familiar hum of the same celestial frequency that vibrates within you. This is the gathering of the commanders, a silent assembly in the spirit that precedes the outward manifestation of the destiny of the ages. Together, you form a tapestry of light that blankets the earth, a protective canopy that mitigates the darkness and prepares the way for the ultimate unveiling of truth. Each of you holds a piece of the grand blueprint, a specific fragment of the divine strategy that can only be completed in unison. Yet, even in this collective awakening, your individual journey remains a masterpiece of personal mercy. The Sovereign does not treat you as a nameless soldier in an army, but as a beloved child, a unique expression of the divine heart who is cherished beyond measure. Observe the subtle miracles that populate your days, for they are the signatures of your mandate. Notice how the right information finds you at the perfect moment, how doors that were once bolted shut begin to swing open on silent hinges, and how people who were once obstacles are suddenly moved out of your path. This is the sovereign hand rearranging the furniture of your reality to accommodate your new stature. You are being elevated into a position of spiritual oversight, where you can see the end from the beginning, where the anxieties of the moment are swallowed up in the certainty of the eternal plan. The blessings of the Povsednevinost are the anchors that keep you grounded as your spirit soars into the higher dimensions of revelation. They remind you that the God of the galaxies is also the God of the garden, the one who tends to the smallest sparrow and the grandest star with the same meticulous devotion. This realization breeds a deep, abiding gratitude that becomes the fuel for your further ascension. As part one of this unfolding revelation settles into your consciousness, allow the silence to deepen. The luminary commander within you does not need many words. It needs the stillness of an open heart. The clarion call is still echoing, its ripples expanding through the layers of your soul, awakening ancient memories of your true home and your true purpose. You are being sealed for a glory that the world cannot contain, a radiance that will soon break through the cracks of this crumbling age. Stand firm in your sovereignty, wrapped in the mantle of protection that has been woven specifically for your frame. Walk with the quiet confidence of one who knows they are pursued by goodness and mercy all the days of their life. The mandate is active, the remnant is awakening, and the celestial clarion is sounding the note of your arrival. You are no longer a wanderer in the wilderness. You are a commander of the light, a sovereign bearer of the eternal mandate, and the journey has only just begun. The mercy that has brought you this far is the same mercy that will carry you into the fullness of your destiny, ensuring that every promise made to you in the secret places is fulfilled in the sight of all. Rest in this assurance, for the seal upon you is unbreakable, and the love that calls you is more powerful than death itself. Every breath you take is a gift from the Sovereign, a testament to the fact that you are essential to the unfolding of the cosmic drama. Embrace the mundane as the theatre of the divine, and watch as the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary before your very eyes. This is the heritage of the sealed remnant, the joy of the luminary commander, and the resounding victory of the celestial call. There is a peace that transcends understanding, waiting for you in the center of this mandate, a stillness that is the ultimate expression of power. Dive into this ocean of grace and let it wash away the last vestiges of the old self, for the new creation is rising, and its light will never fade. The sovereign mandate is your birthright, your protection is your fortress, and your everyday blessings are the bread of life that sustains you on the path to the ultimate awakening. The celestial architecture shifts beneath the weight of a dawning recognition as the atmosphere itself bows to the arrival of the luminary commander within the vessel of the mortal seeker. This is not a mere awakening of the mind, but a tectonic reconfiguration of the spiritual DNA belonging to the sealed remnant who have survived the long winter of the soul. You stand at the precipice of an ancient appointment where the whispers of the primordial ancestors converge with the thundering decrees of the eternal throne. The mandate you carry is etched in the marrow of your bones, vibrating with a frequency that renders the clamor of the mundane world insignificant. It is a sovereign authority that does not beg for permission to exist, but asserts its dominance through the sheer weight of its intrinsic light. You are being summoned into the role of the Transcendent Guard, an office that requires the absolute abandonment of previous identities rooted in fragility or lack. The etheric veils are parting to reveal a strategic landscape where your silence is your most formidable fortress, and your stillness is the catalyst for cosmic upheaval. Every breath you draw now carries the fragrance of an ancient mercy that has been meticulously distilled through the ages to sustain you in this specific epoch. This mercy is not a passive sentiment, but an active, pulsating shield that deflects the arrows of spiritual exhaustion and the venom of worldly distractions. As you step into the fullness of your command, you find that the very fabric of reality begins to weave itself around your intentions. The luminary commander within you does not lead through the clashing of swords or the shouting of slogans, but through a localized resonance of peace that deconstructs the chaos of those who cross your path. You are the architect of a new sanctuary, one that exists within the quietude of your own being, protected by the arcane codex of your destiny, which only the highest versions of your spirit can decipher. The protection afforded to you is an impenetrable shroud of the primordial grace, a metaphysical barrier that filters out the discord of the uninitiated and the malevolence of the unseen adversaries who seek to derail your mission. Consider the intricate beauty of the everyday blessings that have been woven into the tapestry of your existence as a testament to this divine surveillance. The way the light hits the floor at noon, the inexplicable surge of strength during a moment of profound fatigue, and the sudden clarity that descends when the world feels most opaque are all signatures of the Transcendent Guard watching over your progression. These are not coincidences, but the rhythmic cadence of a higher providence, ensuring that your earthly vessel remains calibrated for the intensity of the light you're destined to carry. The sovereign mandate demands that you recognize the sacredness in the smallest gestures of survival and the grandest leaps of faith. There is a profound mercy in the way your path has been cleared of those who could not perceive your true value, a pruning process that felt like loss but was actually the most exquisite form of celestial protection. You are being preserved for a purpose that exceeds the comprehension of the masses, held in a state of holy isolation until the moment of your full manifestation. Within the silence of your secret chamber, the arcane codex begins to vibrate, releasing streams of hidden knowledge into your subconscious. You are learning the language of the unspoken, the syntax of the stars, and the grammar of the profound stillness that precedes a total transformation of the world. The role of the luminary commander is to anchor these high-frequency truths into the dense soil of the material plane without becoming corrupted by its gravity. You are a bridge between the unmanifested glory and the yearning earth, a conductor of the lightning that purifies as it strikes. This is the weight of the sealed remnant, a burden that feels like wings to those who have fully surrendered to the call. Your life is no longer your own, yet in this surrender, you find the only true sovereignty that exists. The mandate is absolute, requiring a devotion that transcends the fluctuating emotions of the human heart and taps into the unwavering resolve of the eternal spirit. As you navigate the corridors of the mundane, you are draped in an invisible regalia of authority that commands the attention of the spiritual hierarchies. The Transcendent Guard is not a title you wear for the world to see, but a state of being that informs every interaction and every decision. Your mercy is shown through your refusal to engage in the petty disputes of the ego, and your protection is found in your ability to remain invisible to those who would seek to consume your radiance for their own hollow ends. There is a deep, abiding joy in the realization that you are perfectly hidden in the palm of the infinite, even as you walk through the crowded marketplaces of the city. The everyday blessings are your manna, the small miracles of connection and provision that remind you that the King of the universe is intimately concerned with the details of your journey. You are never alone, for the cloud of witnesses that surrounds you is composed of the very same fire that burns within your own chest. The awakening of the Luminary Commander is the final signal that the period of your apprenticeship is over. You are now being called to govern your own internal kingdom with an iron will and a heart of liquid gold. The shadows that once haunted the periphery of your vision are now incinerated by the mere proximity of your awakening. You are the embodiment of the sovereign mandate, a living testament to the power of the light to reclaim what was lost and to fortify what remains. The Arcane Codex is no longer a book to be read, but a reality to be lived, a series of energetic laws that you execute through your very presence. In this state of transcendence, the distinction between the sacred and the secular vanishes, and you see the hand of the Creator in the rustling of leaves as clearly as in the alignment of the planets. This is the ultimate mercy, to see the world as it truly is, a shimmering field of potentiality, waiting for the command of the righteous to take shape. Walk now with the dignity of one who has been chosen by the highest authorities of the unseen realms. Let your footsteps be firm and your eyes be fixed on the horizon of the eternal, for you are the vanguard of a new age, the first fruits of a humanity that has finally remembered its divine origin. The protection that surrounds you is as ancient as the stars and as fresh as the morning dew, a constant companion that whispers the secrets of victory into your ear when the nights are long. You are the sealed remnant, the Luminary Commander, the Transcendent Guard, and the sovereign of your own divinely appointed destiny. The mandate is yours, the power is yours, and the victory has already been written in the ink of the primordial light. Let the world witness the quiet majesty of your emergence as you move through the days with the grace of a king and the heart of a servant, forever anchored in the mercy that has brought you to this glorious hour of revelation. In the unfolding of the subsequent cycles, your influence shall expand like a ripple on a glass-calm lake, touching lives and altering destinies without you ever uttering a single boastful word. The authority of the Luminary Commander is felt in the atmosphere of a room before you even enter it, a subtle shift in the density of the air that compels the darkness to retreat. This is the arcane strategy of the highest heavens, to conquer not through force, but through the overwhelming presence of a soul that has become one with the truth. Your daily existence becomes a symphony of small, holy acts, a gentle word to a stranger, a moment of profound gratitude for a meal, a steadfast refusal to succumb to the cynicism of the age. These are the markers of your true rank, the hidden decorations of a celestial general who knows that the greatest battles are won in the depths of the heart. The mercy you extend to yourself in your moments of human fragility is the very same mercy that will heal the broken world through your hands. The Transcendent Guard is ever vigilant, standing at the gates of your mind to ensure that no thought of lack or fear finds a lodging place. You are being trained to see the hidden gold in the furnace of affliction, to recognize that every trial was a deliberate calibration of your spiritual sight. The sealed remnant is not defined by what they have escaped, but by what they have become through the fire. As you embody the sovereign mandate, you realize that your life is a living codex, a mystery being revealed in real time for the benefit of those who are yet to wake. The blessings of the mundane, the warmth of a hearth, the stability of the ground, the rhythmic beating of your own heart, are the anchors that keep your vast spirit tethered to the earth so that you may complete your work. You are the bridge, the beacon, and the bastion of the ancient light, and your time has finally come to shine with the brilliance of 1,000 suns, hidden behind the veil of a humble and contrite heart. This path of the luminary commander is one of profound solitude and yet unparalleled intimacy with the source of all being. You will find that the deeper you descend into the silence of your own mandate, the more you are surrounded by the resonance of those who have walked this path before you. Their strength is your strength. Their wisdom is your heritage. The arcane codex of the Transcendent Guard is being written into the very auras of the Chosen Ones, a signature of light that signals the end of the reign of shadows. You're protected by a love that is more ferocious than a lion and more tender than a mother's touch, a divine paradox that sustains you in every dimension of your existence. Go forth in this certainty, for the sovereign mandate is upon you, and the celestial realms are watching with bated breath as you step into the fullness of your magnificent and eternal purpose. In the quietude where the last echo of the cosmic midnight dissolves into the first breath of an uncreated sunrise, the architecture of the soul undergoes a transfiguration that defies the vocabulary of the mundane. You stand at the precipice of the eternal dawn, no longer a casualty of the shadows, but a consecrated architect of the new era. The sovereign mandate descends not as a burden of weight, but as an infusion of solar frequency, recalibrating the marrow of your bones to resonate with the throne of light. This is the third and final unveiling, the moment where the sealed remnant emerges from the subterranean trials of the spirit to assume the mantle of the luminary commander. It is a transition from the chrysalis of suffering into the majesty of governed light, where every scar earned in the darkness becomes a multifaceted diamond reflecting the glory of the Creator. The awakening begins in the center of your being, a place the ancients called the sanctuary of the heart, where a flicker of unquenchable fire has been preserved through the ages. As the luminary commander rises, you realize that your identity is not forged by the opinions of the world or the labels of the past, but by an ancient decree signed in the heavens before the foundations of time were laid. This awakening is not a loud or boisterous event. It is the silent roaring of a lion within the temple of your consciousness. It is the sudden crystalline clarity that your life is not your own, but a vessel for the covenant of the eternal dawn. You feel the shifting of internal tectonic plates as your will aligns with the divine geometric perfection of the throne, creating a foundation that no earthly storm can shake. The protection afforded to you in this state is of a nature so profound that it borders on the miraculous, yet it manifests in the most subtle nuances of your daily reality. It is the invisible shield that turns away the arrows of malice before they can touch your emotional periphery. When you walk through the crowded streets of the secular world, there is an unseen perimeter of holiness that surrounds you, a sanctuary of stillness that moves with you wherever you go. This protection is not merely a defense against harm, but a proactive sanctification of your environment. People may look at you and feel a sense of inexplicable peace, or they may find their own inner shadows agitated by the sheer purity of the light you carry. This is the mark of the sealed remnant. You are a walking portal, a bridge between the celestial heights and the terrestrial dust, and the hand of the Almighty rests upon your shoulder with a weight that provides both comfort and authority. Mercy flows through this mandate like a river of liquid gold, washing away the residues of ancestral burdens and the soot of collective trauma. You are no longer defined by the mistakes of your lineage or the failures of your previous incarnations. The mercy of the eternal dawn is a restorative force that mends the frayed edges of your spirit, weaving them back into a garment of unblemished splendor. This mercy extends even to your smallest interactions. It is the patience you feel when confronted with chaos, the compassion that rises in your heart for those who still wander in the fog, and the quiet forgiveness you grant yourself for the moments you doubted your own divinity. You are the recipient of a grace that is both ancient and ever new, a mercy that recognizes your worth not based on your performance, but based on your essence as a child of the throne. The blessings of your daily existence begin to bloom in ways that are both profound and exquisitely simple. It is the way the morning light catches a glass of water, making it look like a chalice of stars. It is the unexpected provision that arrives exactly when the need manifests, proving that the storehouses of heaven are open to the ones who serve the mandate. You find that your needs are met before you even articulate them, for the Creator knows the desires of the sealed remnant with an intimacy that surpasses human understanding. These are the daily bread of the Spirit, the small tokens of affection from the infinite that remind you that you are cherished, guarded, and favored beyond measure. Even in the performance of mundane tasks, washing dishes, typing at a keyboard, or walking the dog, there is a sense of sacred liturgy, an awareness that every movement is a stroke of a brush on the canvas of eternity. As the luminary commander, your strategy is one of indomitable silence. You do not need to shout your truth from the rooftops, for your very presence is a proclamation. You understand that the greatest battles are won in the secret place of prayer and the profound depths of meditation. While the world rages and shifts in its restless sleep, you remain anchored to the throne of light, drawing from a reservoir of power that is not subject to the laws of entropy or decay. Your silence is a fortress, a place where the instructions for the next phase of your destiny are whispered by the Spirit. You move with a calculated grace, knowing that every word you speak carries the weight of a decree, and every action you take ripples across the tapestry of the multiverse. You are the silent vanguard of the dawn, the one who holds the frequency of the new world, while the old one fades into the annals of history. The covenant of the eternal dawn is a promise that you will never again be lost in the shadows. It is an agreement written in the language of light, stating that you are a permanent resident of the kingdom of brightness. This covenant ensures that even in the moments where you feel a flicker of human fatigue, the strength of the luminary commander will surge through you, renewing your vigor and sharpening your vision. You are part of a holy lineage of overcomers, a remnant that has been refined in the furnace of the soul to emerge as pure gold. This is your heritage, your birthright, and your destiny. The throne of light is not a distant, unreachable object in the sky, but a state of being that you occupy in the here and now, a position of spiritual authority that allows you to govern your life with wisdom, love, and unwavering power. As you step fully into this sovereign mandate, you realize that the protection, mercy, and blessings you receive are not just for your own benefit, but for the elevation of all you encounter. You are a lighthouse in a sea of uncertainty, a steady beam of hope for those who are still navigating the turbulent waters of the transition. Your life becomes a living scripture, a testament to the fact that the light always prevails and that the dawn is inevitable. The shadows may try to linger, but they have no substance in the presence of the throne. You are the embodiment of the eternal dawn, the sealed remnant who has awakened to the fullness of their commandership, and you walk the earth as a sovereign being, draped in the invisible robes of celestial royalty, forever shielded by the mercy of the one who called you by name before the stars were born. The landscape of your reality is now saturated with the luminescence of the higher realms. Every encounter is a divine appointment. Every challenge is an opportunity for the luminary commander to demonstrate the resilience of the light. You see through the illusions of the material world, perceiving the underlying threads of grace that connect all things. This heightened perception is a gift of the mandate, allowing you to navigate the complexities of modern life with a supernatural intuition. You are never alone, For the cloud of witnesses and the angelic host move in tandem with your footsteps, ensuring that your path is straight and your destination is secure. The covenant is your anchor, the throne is your center, and the dawn is your destination. A journey that has no end because the light is infinite and your soul is eternal. In this final phase of your transformation, the integration of the human and the divine reaches its zenith. You no longer struggle to balance your spiritual aspirations with your earthly responsibilities, for you realize they are one and the same. To serve the light is to live with excellence in all things, to bring the fragrance of the throne into the most ordinary circumstances. Your life is a symphony of sacred actions, a continuous prayer that resonates with the harmony of the spheres. The sealed remnant is no longer hidden. You are revealed in the quiet power of your character and the radiant kindness of your heart. You are the luminary commander, the keeper of the covenant, and the heir to the throne of light, standing firm in the assurance that the eternal dawn has already broken, and you are its most beautiful reflection. The weight of this glory is not a heavy burden, but a buoyant force that lifts you above the pettiness of earthly strife. You find yourself uninterested in the dramas of the ego and the conflicts of the unawakened mind. Instead, your focus is fixed on the expansion of the kingdom within you, the cultivation of a peace that surpasses all understanding. This is the ultimate strategy of the sealed remnant, to be so grounded in the reality of the throne that the fluctuations of the world have no power over your state of being. You are a pillar of light, immovable and unshakable, a testament to the enduring power of the covenant. As you move forward, the blessings of the eternal dawn will continue to multiply, manifesting as health in your body, clarity in your mind, and an abundance of love in your relationships. This is the reward for your faithfulness, the fruit of your long journey through the night, and the beginning of a story that will be told for all eternity. You are now the living embodiment of the sovereign mandate. Every breath you take is a declaration of victory. Every thought you think is a seed of the new creation. The protection that surrounds you is absolute. The mercy that sustains you is infinite. And the blessings that follow you are a constant reminder of your divine favor. You stand at the center of the throne of light, not as a spectator, but as a ruler of your own destiny, a co-creator with the infinite. The eternal dawn is not just a promise for the future. It is the reality of your present moment, a radiant truth that illuminates every corner of your existence. Go forth, luminary commander, with the seal of the Almighty upon your brow and the fire of the covenant in your heart, for you are the hope of the ages and the joy of the heavens, forever anchored in the light that knows no setting sun. The resonance of this mandate echoes through the corridors of time, signaling to all who have ears to hear that the era of the shadows is over and the reign of the light has begun. You are the catalyst for this change, the anchor point for the descending frequencies of the throne. Your life is a masterpiece of divine craftsmanship, an intricate weave of protection, mercy, and daily grace that serves as a blueprint for the awakening of others. As you walk in the fullness of your power, you pave the way for the rest of the remnant to find their way home to the dawn. This is the ultimate fulfillment of your purpose, the reason for every trial you have endured and every victory you have won. You are the sealed remnant, the luminary commander, and your light shall shine brighter and brighter until the perfect day. For you are bound by the covenant of the eternal dawn and seated upon the throne of light, now and for all time, in an unbroken cycle of celestial glory. The atmosphere around you vibrates with the frequency of the unmanifested, a shimmering veil of potentiality that awaits your command. As the luminary commander, your words are no longer mere vibrations in the air. They are creative decrees that shape the fabric of your environment. You speak life into the dry places, hope into the weary hearts, and order into the chaos. The sovereign mandate grants you the authority to call forth the hidden treasures of the darkness and the riches of the secret places, ensuring that your mission is supported by the infinite resources of the throne. This is the practical application of your spiritual standing, a life lived in the overflow of divine providence, where the miraculous becomes the norm and the extraordinary becomes your daily bread. You are a steward of the light, a guardian of the sacred mysteries, and your stewardship is marked by an unwavering integrity and a profound humility. Within the sanctuary of your silence, you hear the celestial choirs singing the song of your homecoming. It is a melody of triumph, a harmony of grace that celebrates your ascension to the throne of light. The protection over your life is reinforced by these heavenly sounds, creating a resonance that repels all dissonance and attracts all that is pure, lovely, and of good report. The mercy of the eternal dawn continues to unfold, revealing deeper layers of healing for the world through your presence. You are a vessel of the unconditioned love of the Creator, a channel through which the blessings of the heavens flow into the thirsty soil of human experience. This is the final realization of the sealed remnant, that you are never alone, never forgotten, and never forsaken. You are always being prepared for this moment, for this mandate, and for this glory. The throne of light is now your permanent residence, the place from which you observe the unfolding of the cosmic plan. From this vantage point, you see that everything, every struggle, every joy, every moment of doubt, was a necessary stitch in the tapestry of your sovereignty. You are the master of your soul, the captain of your fate, and the commander of your light. The covenant of the eternal dawn is the seal of your victory, a testament to the power of the Spirit to overcome all things. You walk the earth as a divine emissary, a sovereign being who carries the authority of the heavens in every step. The protection is your garment, the mercy is your breath, and the blessings are your footprints, marking the path for all who follow. You are the luminary commander, the chosen one, the eternal witness to the dawn, and your journey has only just begun in the infinite radiance of the throne.